New York, August 2025. A 20-year-old from the Philippines is one game from going home, and almost nobody in the stadium expects her to stay. Her name is Eala. She's ranked 70th in the world, weeks removed from a shoulder injury that erased her summer. No Cincinnati, no Monterrey, barely enough practice to feel ready. And she has never won a match in the main draw of a Grand Slam. Neither has anyone else from her country. Not once. The main draw is the 128 players you actually see on television. Filipinos had made qualifying. They'd won junior titles. None had ever won a match once they got inside. A country of more than 100 million people. 0 wins. Across the net is Clara Towson, ranked 15th, seeded 14th, hitting the ball like she's trying to end Alex early. First set goes to Alex, 6-3. Second set goes to Clara, 6-2. And in the third, Alex starts going down in flames. Clara breaks again. 5-1, and now she's walking back to serve it out. 4 points. That's all that stands between Alex and a flight home. Alex breaks, Alex holds, 5-3. And in the stands, the Filipino flags start moving, and the noise changes the energy in the stadium. Alex breaks again. 5-4, 5-5. And now Clara's the one who's back on her heels. It goes to a tie-break, back and forth, nobody safe, until one ball lands, and it's over. Alex wins. 6-3, 2-6, 7-6. A spectacular come-from-behind victory, making Alex the first player from the Philippines to ever win a Grand Slam singles match. Over the next 12 months, she'll go on to beat a Wimbledon champion, a former world #1, and a 4-time Grand Slam winner. But that's not the interesting part of our story. 2 days later, it was finished. Christina Bookshaw beat Alex in straight sets in the second round. No drama, no comeback. One historic win, one quiet loss, and the tournament was over. Because that's the thing about a single, unbelievable afternoon. It doesn't tell you anything yet. Tennis produces this moment constantly. Somebody ranked 70th beats somebody ranked 15th. The clip travels the world, and 18 months later, that name is ranked 140. One match isn't a career. So the question was never whether Alex could beat a top 20 player on a perfect day. It was whether she could do it on an ordinary one. On grass, on clay, in February on an empty court, against somebody nobody's filming. 12 months. That's how long the answer took. And the first part of it wasn't what anyone expected. Here's a sentence that shouldn't make sense. In March of 2026, Alex played better than she had the year before, and her ranking went down. Let's back up and start with what went right. In the fall of 2025, Alex won a smaller tour event in Guadalajara, and by November, she was inside the top 50. Then 2026 opened, and she kept going. A semifinal in Auckland, quarterfinals in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, the fourth round at Indian Wells. By March of 2026, Alex was a top 30 player in the world. From the outside, it looks like a staircase. Win matches, earn points, climb. But it isn't a staircase. It's a treadmill. Rankings don't add up everything you've ever done. They only count the last 12 months. Every point expires 1 year after you earn it, and the only way to hold your place is to win it all over again. Which brings us to Miami. In March of 2025, Miami was the tournament that made her. A semi-final out of nowhere, the result that told the sport her name. A year later, she came back and reached the fourth round. A good tournament, just not as good as a semi-final. So the old points expired, the new ones didn't cover them, and her ranking fell from 29th back into the 40s. She hadn't gotten worse. Actually, she'd gotten better. But the treadmill doesn't care. It asks one question: can you do it again? And in the spring of 2026, the answer kept coming back: no. At the Australian Open, she won the first set against Alicia Parks, 6-0, about as dominant as a set of tennis gets, then lost in 3. First round, done. At the French Open, another first-round exit. This is the part that never makes the highlight reel. The leads that evaporate, the airports, the treatment tables, the hotel room in a city you'll leave before you've seen it. Lose, recover, fly, play. Alex had beaten elite players, climbed into the top 30, made history in New York, and still never made a deep run at a major. But somewhere inside that ugly stretch, something was being rebuilt. Alex didn't start hitting harder than everyone else. She didn't develop a monster serve. What changed is less dramatic and far more useful. Her game stopped having a hole in it. Start with the return, which was always her best trick. A big server wants the point over immediately. Ace, or a weak reply they can put away. 2 shots. Done. Alex refuses. She reads the serve early, gets it back, and makes them hit another ball. Then another. Do that 5 times in a row, and the server starts aiming closer to the lines, and starts missing. That's how pressure actually gets built. Not with a spectacular winner, but by quietly removing somebody's easy points. The bigger change is what happens once the rally starts. For most of her career, Alex survived rallies, moved well, defended well, waited for the mistake. That keeps you in matches, but it doesn't win majors because at the top of the sport, everyone can defend, and eventually somebody has to take the risk. Now, her forehand is doing damage. She steps into the court, takes the ball earlier, and ends points herself instead of waiting to be allowed to win them. Then, the serve. Still not her biggest weapon, but she's left-handed, so the ball curves away from right-handers in a direction they've spent their careers not practicing against. Serve, weak reply, step forward, take control. She's also talked about spending more time at the net, because grinding out 20-shot rallies from the baseline can win matches, but your body pays for it later in the week, which is a problem she was about to meet in person, because the better you get, the more you win. And the more you win, the more tennis you have to play. Summer 2026. The grass season starts, and the rebuild goes public. Birmingham first. She wins the title. Then Queen's Club, and more wins on a surface that's supposed to punish exactly her kind of player. Low bounces, skidding balls, no time to set up. Then Berlin. Across the net, Elena Rybakina, world number 2, former Wimbledon champion, one of the most violent ball strikers in the sport, and on grass, the worst draw available. Alex beats her in straight sets. Now people are paying attention, because this is no longer one afternoon in Miami. The list of her victims is getting long enough that it needs explaining. Then Wimbledon, where for the first time in her life, Alex walks in seeded. Seeding means the draw is arranged so the best players can't meet each other early. A year before, Alex was the danger, the unseeded name nobody knew. Now, she's one of the players being protected. She wins the first round. She wins the second. And in the third, she's standing across from Iga Swiatek, defending Wimbledon champion, former world number 1, one of the best players in the world. The old version of this story ends with a respectable score and a nice interview about the experience. The new version goes on the attack. Alex takes Iga's pace and hands it straight back. Alex stands closer to the baseline than she's supposed to, redirects down the line, and refuses to let the rallies settle into the pattern Iga wants. First set, tiebreak. Alex wins. And then, instead of the champion's comeback the stadium is waiting for, the match goes the other way. 7-6, 6-2. Iga is out. The crowd is left stunned, and Alex is into the second week of a major, the first player from the Philippines to get there. 1 win is a breakthrough. 2 is momentum. Surviving a full week is a different thing entirely. It stops being a moment and becomes a run. Jasmine Paolini ended it in the 4th round, in 3 sets. But Alex didn't leave London as the player who almost did something. She left having already done it, and having proved her game travels with her. Hard court, grass, doesn't matter. August 2026. The Washington Open is a WTA 500 tournament, one tier below the biggest events outside the majors. Serious points, serious names, no easy afternoons. Check out who Alex had to face. Zheng Qinwen, an Olympic gold medalist. Alex wins. Leylah Fernandez, a US Open finalist. Alex wins. Elina Svitolina, a former top 3 player. Alex wins. Then Naomi Osaka, 4 Grand Slam titles, former world #1, one of the biggest names the sport has produced this century. Alex beats her too. That's 4. 1 match left. Jessica Pegula, one of the best Americans in the world, ranked number 3, seeded number 1, deeply experienced, playing at home. Jessica takes the first set 6-4. Then rain arrives. The final is suspended and pushed to the next day, and Alex has to sleep on it and restart a set down. They come back. Jessica goes ahead again, 4-3 in the second. This is the natural ending. Wonderful week, first big final, nothing to apologize for. Come back next year. Instead, Alex wins the next game, and the next, and the next. She takes the second set 6-4, and then she doesn't lose another game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-0. From 4-3 down, Alex wins 9 consecutive games to close out the biggest title of her life. 4-6, 6-4, 6-0. Her first WTA Tour singles title, the first ever won by a player from the Philippines, and a ranking that jumps into the top 20. But the number matters less than how she got there. She didn't ride one miracle tournament. She lost the Miami points but built new ones, on hard courts and on grass, against power players and counterpunchers and major champions. Remember the treadmill? The one that only asks whether you can do it again? For 12 straight months, Alex kept answering yes. And then success handed her a brand new problem. Washington finishes. Toronto starts almost immediately. Against Katie McNally, Alex rolls her right ankle. She gets it taped, keeps playing, wins. Afterwards, she says the ankle is fine, then admits she's tired. Genuinely tired. Notice how completely her problem has inverted. A year ago, a shoulder injury took Cincinnati and Monterrey away, and she arrived in New York trying to be healthy enough to compete. This year, she's healthy. She's just playing an enormous amount of tennis because she keeps refusing to lose early. That's the hidden cost of winning. Lose in the first round and you get a lot of days off. Reach a semifinal and you get a few. Win the whole thing and you get almost no time off before the next one. So why add more tennis before the US Open? For Fan Week, Alex is playing mixed doubles and an exhibition. Why not rest? Because the mixed doubles isn't a hit-around. It's an official Grand Slam championship, and Alex is playing alongside Felix Auger-Aliassime, one of the best men's players in the world. Asked why she's doing it, Alex said there was a lot she could learn from him, and doubles is a drill for everything she's been adding. Fast reactions, sharp returns, volleys, taking the net. As for the exhibition, it's just one short set, so there's a real recovery window before the singles tournament begins. So it isn't recklessness. It's a team choosing which opportunities are worth the energy, a decision you only get to make if you have the option. A year ago, the worry was not playing enough tennis before New York. This year, the worry is perhaps playing too much tennis. A high-class problem indeed. But the biggest change might not be physical at all. A year ago, outside the Philippines, Alex was a discovery, promising, talented, somebody's dark horse pick. Now, the atmosphere travels with her. Flags in the stands, crowds 3 deep around a practice court just to watch her hit, people waiting by the exits, More cameras, more microphones, more people asking her to predict her own future. And once you start winning, the scoreboard in everyone's head gets recalibrated fast. A first-round win stops being historic and becomes routine. A close loss stops being encouraging and becomes a missed opportunity. The thing that made her a story last year, nobody expecting anything, is gone, and it doesn't come back. Alex has talked about this directly. The difference between what she can control and what she can't. Opinions move. Predictions move. What she controls is smaller and far more boring. Training, recovery, the next point. And almost every step she takes these days becomes a national first. First main draw win at a major. First Filipina in the top 50. First to reach the second week of a Grand Slam. First WTA Tour champion. First Filipina in the top 20. Meanwhile, the sport has started moving toward her. Manila hosted a professional WTA event. Filipino crowds have become a fixture thousands of miles from home. A player who once flew around the world looking for a chance now arrives places where people are already waiting for her. Last year, she was trying to prove she belonged. This year, everyone already knows. And that's a heavy load to carry onto a court. So when Alex walks out at the 2026 US Open, what should you look for? Not the score. Not at first. Watch the ball after her serve. Forget the speed reading in the corner of the screen. The question is what the serve sets up. Does the return come back weak? Does she step forward? Is she running the point by the third shot or already scrambling? Watch the forehand. Is she surviving the rally or driving it? Taking the ball early or backing up and hoping the opponent misses first? That difference is most of what separates the player she was from the player she's becoming. Watch her return games against the big servers and count how often she makes them hit one more ball. That's the pressure. It just doesn't look like pressure until 3 games later when the double faults arrive. Watch her feet. Are they safely behind the baseline or aggressively taking ground? Does she finish anything at the net? And then watch what happens when she gets in front. Because we already know she can come back. She's done it before. That's real, and it's rare, but it isn't the same skill as the one she needs next. The best players don't want to escape every week. Escaping is exhausting, and eventually the escape doesn't come. What they do instead is get ahead and shut the door, quietly, unspectacularly, in straight sets. So if Alex takes the first set, if she gets an early break, if the crowd starts to believe, then watch how she closes. That will tell you more about where her career is going than any comeback. Alex is back in New York. Same tournament, same lights, different player. A year ago, 70th in the world, coming off a shoulder injury, no main draw wins at a major, 5-1 down with Towson serving for the match. 12 months later, top 20, a WTA champion, a second-week Grand Slam player, wins over Rybakina, Swiatek, Osaka, Pegula, and one Philippine tennis barrier after another already behind her. None of that means she's going to win the US Open, or that the next step gets easier. There will be bad draws and bad days, leads that slip, and legs that don't arrive. That's the sport. But here's the difference between last August and this one. In 2025, Alex was trying to prove that one extraordinary result was possible. In 2026, she's trying to prove it can last. So don't just watch to see whether she wins. Watch the serve. Watch the forehand. Watch whether she steps forward. Watch how she closes. And watch what happens when a crowd stops hoping for something extraordinary and starts expecting it. Because a year ago, Alex came to New York chasing history. Now, she arrives with history already behind her. And the most pressing question is a much bigger one. What happens when the breakthrough is over and the real career begins?